What is going on, everybody?
What's up?
This is Nick Bolliger back with NMB Sports. I got Brandon and the birthday boy, Garrett.
Garrett Burke, it's his birthday today.
It's almost Christmas break, let's go!
He's probably turning like 22, who knows. All right.
23,
so,
actually.
we're going to swing right into the football games, recap some Sunday football. I thought it was a pretty good weekend.
Oh, it was
very good.
Football.
Just that.
Any weekend, any Sunday night football is good.
Any Sunday is
True.
a good Sunday.
Any Sunday football.
Amen to that. Pats Broncos 16-3. Not a lot of people predicted this game to go the other way. I expected it to be more scoring. But Patriots get the win. First seed in the AFC. Ahead of the Oakland Raiders, who just clinched their first playoff berth since 2002.
Congratulations
Did want to bring that up. That's great for them. Garrett Blount, 15th rushing touchdown of this year. Franchise record over Curtis Martin, who had 14 in 2005 and 2006. Tom Brady only 188 with no TDs and no picks. You guys got anything to take away from this game?
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Who's the best defense in the NFL?
Okay. So, we were actually just talking about this. You guys wouldn't believe this, but the Patriots, to me, have the best defense in the NFL. Reason being, they allow a now league best 16.6 points per game. 16.6. And I'm telling you, if you keep giving Tom Brady tries to score the ball, bring the ball downfield, score touchdowns, he's going to do it.
Not only Tom Brady, but LeGarrette Blount. If you keep giving him red zone,
If you give him within 5 yards, he's going to keep chugging. He's going to keep chugging. He's not going to stop. So Patriots have the best defense in the NFL right now. I rate my defenses off points allowed.
Not yardage given.
Not so much yards. They're 10th in yards given up, but if they're not scoring, I'm happy.
Yeah.
They could literally drive.
You go from the one to the other one.
To the other
and if
one.
they don't score, then
Then
I'm all right.
Yeah. Or if they score 3 points, I'll take 3 over 7.
that's the whole point of defense. It's not letting them score. So you can drive the whole length of the field and if they don't score.
Exactly. And they're also, I think they're 7th in turnovers.
Yes.
So getting 3 picks on Trevor Siemian, 3 takeaways, not picks, but 3 takeaways on Denver's offense.
It's huge.
It's pretty great. It's huge.
Yes, it is.
It's huge. Giants and Lions, 17-6. Giants win their second in a row after Dallas. You guys got anything to take away from this one?
I thought this game was going to be the other way around. I thought the Lions were going to win this game, actually.
Okay.
I just saw
Is there a reason behind it? Or?
Matt Stafford.
Well, I saw Matt Stafford playing really hot, But, the other thing is, I thought the Giants would be on some sort of high. We just beat the Giants or the Cowboys again.
Right.
And then I thought they would drop because that's usually what the Giants have historically done is
they'll beat great teams.
They pull off some crazy win, or they play a while ago New England really tight, but then they drop a game. Just teams like them always do that.
Right. And so moving on from that game, OBJ having 68 yards and a touchdown, only on 6 receptions. Moving away from that game, we didn't put this in the show notes, but I did want to talk about Pittsburgh coming back from 20-3, coming back and scoring 24-20 to win the game. Again, whoever's, I don't know who the Bengals GM is, but you got to talk to your players about penalties in the final minutes.
Yeah,
you got to talk.
Perfect's got to go.
I mean, he's a great player and all, but he's just like Greg Hardy.
You could be a great player, but if you're not a locker room guy or a guy that can keep his cool on the field, then
Greg Hardy to me, Greg Hardy in last year in 2 games had 4 sacks, and then obviously got suspended. But
guys like that gotta go. They don't need that in the league.
Exactly. You can find someone with just as much talent, or not as much talent, but a great work ethic to work towards being better than him.
And what's more positive for a team? A guy that stays on the field and a guy that's not going to give up penalties, or a guy that's fantastic, makes a bunch of plays, but gives up 50 yards in penalties.
Do you want a Bobby Wagner, or do you want a Vontaze Burfict?
Oh, Bobby Wagner any day.
You want a Sean Lee, or do you want a Vontaze Burfict?
Sean Lee is actually a stud.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. I did want to bring that game up just because it does kind of keep things interesting in the AFC playoffs.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's winning that division now.
I think just about because I don't know how to stop Le'Veon Bell.
No.
Can you?
If you emphasize so much on Le'Veon, I mean, Big Ben threw to 5 different receivers or 6 different receivers last night that all had 3 or more receptions.
Right. So
and then
shut down the pass. That's okay. then you got Le'Veon Bell. You're going to shut down Le'Veon Bell. Not only does that open him up in pass, but that opens up everyone else in pass.
Yeah.
So,
pick your poison.
It's going to be. I'm telling you, these playoffs are probably going to be
crazy.
They're going to be probably the best playoffs I've watched since I started watching football. So I did have a question that I did want to bring up. I think it's pretty safe to say that Julio Jones is the best wide receiver in the NFL, like all around, like size, strength, speed.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to also look at Odell Beckham.
And Antonio Brown is right behind him.
Right.
But who would you say is that number 3? Would you say like Mike Evans? Would you say Odell Beckham? Would you say AJ Green?
There's a lot of people you can put in there, though. It's a tough thing.
I'm gonna stick with my guy, as everyone knows. I'm gonna stick with Odell Beckham because he is the most dynamic out of all of them, and I feel like it's not that he's not consistent because he is. Mm-hmm. He's gonna go out there every season and get 100 with 1,000 yards and probably 10 touchdowns. But he's dynamic in the way that ever since he came into the league, he leads the league with 10 touchdowns with over 60 yards. And I think, when he has the ball in his hands, that's crazy. Like, he's going to do something with the ball. Who would you guys say is the number 3?
Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to pick Mike Evans over Odell Beckham.
Okay.
And Odell Beckham has more physical talent. Right. And there's no doubt about that. He's a huge play guy, but his head.
Yep.
Josh Norman gets him rattled. Yep. And I've seen it Minnesota early on in the season. Xavier he gets rattled. He gives up penalties.
Right.
Mike Evans doesn't. He's a quiet guy, stays out of the media, and just does his thing.
And puts up close.
It's
not Odell Beckham numbers, but he's a number 1 on the team.
Yeah.
So
and he's very, very, very good.
Yeah, without a doubt. Definitely a vertical threat. Mm-hmm. Great hands. Mm-hmm. He's got size and strength, something that OBJ kind of lacks in.
But that's the only reason.
But he makes up for it in speed and right. Yeah, who's your number 3?
I'm gonna go with Odell.
Odell? I mean, yeah, I don't blame you.
He just has that knack to make huge plays.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When it comes down to it, and I have to throw to, let's say, game on the line, and they're both in man coverage. I have to throw to Mike Evans.
In that situation,
or Odell.
There's nobody else in the league that I'm going to throw to Odell.
I'm going to throw it up. You throw anything within this radius, and you can bet that it's going to
catch it with 3 fingers.
Yeah. Honestly. So I'm going to say Odell Beckham. But moving on from that, we got last night's Sunday night game, Cowboys-Buccaneers. Orlando Scandrick picking off Jameis Winston with 26 seconds left. Dak, a dang near perfect night.
Yes.
Dang near perfect. Zeke, again, doing his thing. That offensive line doing their thing.
As usual.
Who expects it? So, do you guys think Tampa Bay should have won this game?
A 6-point game to me is, for Tampa Bay against a team like Dallas, is as good as...
Right.
That just shows how good
they beat Seattle. They beat a hurt Seattle team, but the Seattle team...
And I did want to bring up that defense in the last 5 games before Dallas was averaging about 11 points a game.
Yeah.
And the fact that Dallas went out there and scored 26.
Oh, they're incredible. I think come playoff time, you're going to see that team, when Doug Martin gets even healthier, you're going to see that team press... And that could be an overtime game in the playoffs if they match up.
Right, exactly.
That just shows how many dangerous teams there are this
year.
Yeah,
exactly.
So many teams that you gotta...
So, before we get into the Monday night game, I did want to bring up, who do you guys think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year?
Super Bowl?
Yeah, we're going to start with you, bud.
Oh, this is a tough question.
It is. Because when you look at the AFC is built to beat New England.
Yeah.
You look at the teams that are close to it. You look at the Raiders. Giant offensive line.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive with deep threats. Kansas City, a pass rush with a great coverage guys led by Marcus Peters and Eric Berry.
And an explosive offense.
With an explosive offense. You look at Tennessee. Tennessee with a good quarterback, a smart quarterback, mind you. The second best offensive line in the NFL with protection. Just a power run game with very sizable deep threats. And their shortest guy starting being Rashad Matthews at 6'4".
Yeah.
So they got some deep threats.
I think I'm gonna stick with the Patriots.
I mean, I really have to.
I'm gonna stick with the Patriots and the Cowboys.
Because if they secure home Cowboys,
the
Cowboys, wow. So if they secure home field advantage for the Patriots, I just don't see them getting anywhere. So my prediction, I'm gonna go the Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons making it to their Super Bowl, trying to get that ring. Won't happen though. Calling it right. It's gonna be a very, very high scoring Super Bowl. I'm saying final score is gonna be 38-41. Super Bowl 51.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I don't know, am I?
I don't think you're ready.
Go.
I'm going to say the Patriots are going to lose to Kansas City. Okay. And in the NFC...
No.
What?
No.
I think Dallas doesn't get there. Seattle doesn't get there.
What? The 1 and the 2 seed?
What?
They're both going down. No Earl Thomas in Seattle. There goes your clutch factor defense, right? Your best player, your most impactful player, gone, right? Dallas, I don't think they could beat Seattle without Earl Thomas. The New York Giants.
No.
Versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
I wasn't ready.
New York Giants for the Kansas City Chiefs. You guys heard it here first. I don't know if I can finish the show. So we're moving on to basketball. Actually, no, we have to preview this Panthers-Redskins. You guys got some final scores for tonight's game?
Yep.
Go.
The Skins win. It's going to be a close game. Go 27-20. Skins win.
I'm going to say the Skins win this by 14.
Ooh.
35-21.
Ready for this?
All right.
I'm going to say the Skins win 41-14.
They actually match up really well.
Having a big game.
Kirk Cousins throwing for over 403 TDs.
Good.
I'm saying it right now.
Look at how the Panthers have lost, and it's all to passing game, and they've just gotten annihilated in their secondary.
Right.
What does Kirk Cousins do? He
slings
the rock.
He's a
gunslinger.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna say
win.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a blowout game. Redskins win by a lot. A lot.
Right.
Okay. Reviewing Bradley Beal's 40-point night against the Clippers.
Just
Wizards.
dropped him in fantasy a week ago.
I picked him up. Thank you, Garrett.
So aside from just Bradley Beal getting 41 points, no one's gonna talk about my guy and Karl Anthony Towns. Anybody? Nope.
Crickets.
40 points and 15 rebounds? You got to be kidding me. I just wanted to bring that up. So Isaiah Thomas getting 5 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds.
He went out early, too, because he elbowed.
Yeah.
He elbowed Justice Winslow. But
and what is this? This is what? Second game back?
Yep.
Second game back. Did anybody see that nasty mid-air assist? Anybody see that?
Yeah,
What's new from Isaiah Thomas?
Honestly, what can't this guy do with his size?
He does everything.
Yeah.
He can't dunk, though.
Essentially, yeah.
I had to.
So, Goran Dragic getting 27 points, 17 assists. I'm just going to say this. He averaged 17 points when I picked him up in fantasy. And ever since I picked him up, he's averaging over 28.
Jesus.
Now, do you think he can maintain this? Because I do.
I absolutely. That's why I picked him up.
If him and the Heat are not a bad team. If him and Whiteside do this.
Right. Besides Hassan Whiteside, who do they have?
Dragic, and that's it.
And undeveloped Justice Winslow.
Justice is a good defender.
Right.
But he's not there.
He's not going to give you relief on offense.
So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to lead to running the offense to Goran Dragic. And when I saw him, I just had to pick him up because I just see consistency. And I haven't seen a drop in his play since. So
yeah, and I don't think you will. I think it's going to even maybe get better.
Right, exactly.
He might start getting more rebounds. I mean, he had 2 last night to go along with 27 and 17.
There's nights when he gets 7.
Yeah.
He gets 7, and like 30.
Yeah.
So, I'm okay with it. You can keep doing you, Goran Dragic. Make sure you play your best because you're on my fantasy team. So, we're going to move on to Blake. Talk about Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin almost got a triple-double with 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. I did want to bring up that he's going minor knee surgery. He's undergoing minor knee surgery. Going to be out till, they said, at least January. Beginning of January.
That kind of hurts.
So I mean, the Clippers can. I was expecting if everyone stayed healthy, they could be a 2 or a 3 seed.
I thought if they were healthy this year, this would be the year they would go.
Right, but again, Blake Griffin getting injured. Do you think they can keep up this level of play at all?
If Chris Paul has 20 and 20 every night.
Yeah, honestly,
pretty much.
And DeAndre
Jordan
drops
has
20.
to play at it. Right.
Looking at their small forward position right now, it's already weak.
Right.
Their shooting guard play hasn't been that great. I mean, JJ Redick's a shooter. He's not much of a defender. Austin Rivers is their best player off the bench. I don't really see that. I mean, Jamal Crawford is good too, but he's old.
He's getting old.
DeAndre isn't going to score 30 points a night, and that's what they need.
Has he ever scored 30 in his career?
I don't think
he scored.
No.
So generally have 20, but
I think with this happening, the Thunder are going to finish above the Clippers in the standings.
I think, yeah. If they stay this way, yeah, without a doubt. So, we did have this question brought up to us when we were presenting for our class. Who do you think? We already know that Golden State and Cleveland have the Eastern Western first place titles locked down. Who do you think is going to be that second seed?
Well,
for both.
My initial thought was the Clippers for the West.
Right.
I mean, you have to look at the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus.
I'm gonna say that's where I go with the
Spurs. They have depth. They're older, but they have
that system.
Right.
That system.
Right. Exactly. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the second seed in the Eastern Conference. It's gonna be the Chicago Bulls.
All right.
Watch it.
I mean,
the Chicago Bulls. They got Jimmy Butler, Dwayne Wade, Rondo.
See, I would totally agree with you if they had a monster post game, but
they don't.
You saw them only score 69 points against the Bucks, who is Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jabari Parker, and that's it.
It's now, the Milwaukee Antetokounmpo.
I'm gonna go Toronto. I mean, you can't.
Shoot, I forgot about Toronto. Scratch that. I'm going Toronto second seed.
I was gonna say you can't go against Toronto, and at the 3 seed, I'd take the Celtics over
the Bulls.
The Bulls, honestly.
I'm gonna wait for the 3 seed because I know we're getting into the NBA season. I know we finally see the players, but I'm gonna wait to call the 3rd seed.
Oh, right.
But I definitely think the 2nd seed could be locked down by the Raptors.
Are very good this year. They're better than they were last year.
Kyle Lowry's finally finding his spot in the offense. DeRozan's been good. Beginning of the season, he was like, I guarantee Kyle Lowry was like, hey, it's DeMar's team. I'm gonna let him do his thing beginning of the season, and I'll slowly find my role.
Well,
and he's finally
Kyle Lowry has had his role. Like, this is nothing new for Kyle Lowry to be under the radar.
No, without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like Mike Conley 2 years ago.
Yeah, just the dude's under the radar. He's fantastic. He's putting up great numbers.
He's almost like there's games where he can go for a triple-double, honestly. So, yeah.
And Valanciunas is a very good center in the playoffs.
I have him in my fantasy league.
Look out for him.
Double-double threat every single night. Not even I think he could lock down a double-double every night.
Yeah, and he's a good shot blocker as well.
Right.
So I think definitely Toronto, especially if we see Terrence Ross turn up the way he has recently.
He's been good off.
He's on good terms with Windmill Dunk now from last night.
Yeah.
So good thing he didn't get rejected again.
Yeah, so if Terrence Ross comes, I think they're going to challenge Cleveland to the team.
Without a doubt.
It'll be close.
But previewing tonight's games, we got not great games, but we got
all right.
But we got Hawks and Thunder, post play versus post play, and we got the Wizards and Pacers. We got Otto Porter, lanky guy, on Paul George. Who you guys taking? The Hawks Thunder.
Hawks Thunder. I'm gonna have to go Thunder.
I'm gonna go Thunder. Okay. Triple double for Russ Westbrook again.
It's gonna be one within the backcourt. Russell's too good for Schroeder. He's too quick for Schroeder.
Doubt. I don't think him or Korver could even come close.
Right, and in terms of post play, Dwight's great, but Steven Adams is bigger. Is very strong.
I think Millsap has a big game for the Hawks. I think the Thunder still win, but I think Millsap because who's going to guard him?
Right, exactly.
Right.
He's so good.
He's too good for Sabonis.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like you put Roberson on Korver to shut down those outside threes.
Oh yeah.
Put him in keep him out of the corner.
Yeah, even with the absence of Victor Oladipo, they're still going to win this game.
Exactly.
I think, pretty easily.
So I'm going to say the win by 10.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say.
So Wizards Pacers. I'm going to say this is going to go into overtime.
Ooh.
And I'm going to say the Pacers.
Ooh, I'm taking the Wizards.
Yeah,
Wizards have been hot the last couple of games, and Bradley Beal's coming off 43.
Yeah,
absolutely agree.
John Wall's been playing solid all year.
Otto Porter hasn't played crazy lately, and they're still winning games because of Beal. Now, you see Otto Porter get the numbers that had been putting up.
Right.
Beal putting up the numbers he is now, and John Wall. I mean, come down the stretch. That's a hot team.
And then you have a solid Marcin Gortat.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Paul George has a double-double tonight, mostly because he's on my fantasy team.
He's on mine. He's been playing. He's
been playing great.
Oh, he's Paul George.
Exactly. Who doesn't
when
expect
he plays.
that?
When he's healthy,
when he doesn't have spaghetti
legs.
legs.
Two-way players.
When he doesn't have spaghetti. All right, so moving on. Thank you guys for watching this week's episode. Again, this is probably going to be the last episode until after Christmas break.
Which is about 2 weeks.
Christmas break!
Which is about 2 weeks. So there's a long span in there where if you guys want to send us questions, we're definitely open to it. We'll answer them for you.
Send us questions.
Yeah, or he's going to come get you. So
yeah, I'll come get you. I'll find you.
We will answer them as early as we can. Obviously not on the show, but we will get to them when we come back. But once again, thank you guys for watching.
Send those questions.
Next time.